My name is Shebli Atrash. I am a myeloma physician at the Levine Cancer Institute, Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, I will update you about one of our clinical trials that we run at the Levine Cancer Institute. The trial name is KRdB. We know that carfilzomib, Revlimid, and dexamethasone, those three drugs are approved backbone for treatment of multiple myeloma. In this trial, we test the addition of belantamab mafodotin. Let's call it BELA. It's a drug that was approved for multiple myeloma previously. The drug shows good efficacy for multiple myeloma patients who are out of treatment options. And the thought here, we can combine this drug with the three approved drugs to see if we can get a better, first of all, acceptable safety signal, phase 1 trial, and then a better signal for efficacy, means making sure the combination is very effective, especially for high-risk multiple myeloma patients in the phase 2 portion of the trial. Here, I'll just update you about the phase 1 portion as we're still enrolling to that phase. Belantamab mafodotin, or BELA, has a lot of eye toxicity. This was seen at first when the drug was approved. We were using it with a high dose of 2.5 milligrams per kilogram every 3 weeks. And in this trial, to mitigate or to decrease the eye toxicity, the dry eyes signal that we get with this drug, we sought to give it every 8 weeks. And instead of 2.5 milligrams per kilogram, we used 1.9 milligram per kilogram. We tested two doses, and indeed 1.4 milligrams per kilogram, which is cleared, and 1.9 milligrams per kilogram, which is the dose that we're working on expanding at this point. So in terms of safety, the combination was very well tolerated, very acceptable side effects profile. Notably, the eye toxicity remained there. However, about a third of the patients had grade 3 eye toxicity, which means it affected their daily life activity. The toxicity was short-lived for about a week, but then it was reversible for all patients. In terms of infection signals, there wasn't much increase of infections or admissions for infections for patients. About close to 90% of the patients were able to get their doses of the treatment as scheduled. There's about 10% of the patients where we had to reschedule the dosing and decrease the dose frequency for those patients. But the other doses were given as scheduled. In terms of responses, all patients had a response, so response rate was 100%. And actually, importantly to say that 40% have complete response. This is an important number, as it could predict better or longer survival. Overall, the trial, the patients have been followed for about 10 months, so the trial is still early phase of it. And we currently enrolling to the expansion of 1.9 milligrams per kilogram. Once we finish that portion, we will be more informed about toxicity and efficacy, how effective this regimen is, before we decide to move to phase 2 portion of the trial.